zero leads. Where is Amritpal Singh?
ਛੇਤੀ ਹੀ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰਗਟ ਹੋਵਾਂਗੇ ਔਰ ਇਹ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਵਿਚਰਾਂਗੇ। ਇਦਾਂ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ। ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਚੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਹਿਣਗੇ ਮੁਲਕ ਛੱਡ ਜਾ ਜੀ, ਮੁਲਕ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਚਲਾ ਗਿਆ।
Fugitive plays victim. Cops on wild goose chase. His videos and audio clips flood social media. Why is Amritpal still a free man? The big focus on Newstrack.
Is Amritpal Singh trying to find some way of sneaking into Amritsar, creeping into the Golden Temple, and if that happens, what consequences will it have? We have to stop him before he gets there. Why aren't we being able to find him? We'll look at that. Here are the headlines I'm tracking tonight. Bengal's Havra remains on edge a day after the Ram Navami clashes erupted. Stone pelting reported for the second straight day. India Today crew targeted by the mob. Bengal Chief Minister accuses BJP of fanning communal fires, says the Ram Navami violence was planned by the Saffron Party. BJP demands CBI probe into the clashes. No relief for former Deputy Chief Minister. No bail for Manish Sisodia in the CBI Liquorgate case. Defending champions Gujarat Titans win the toss and put Chennai Super Kings to bat first in the IPL 2023 opener in Ahmedabad. Donald Trump indicted for paying hush money to porn star Stormy Daniels. Trump becomes the first former US president to face criminal charges. "14 days, many leads, but no Amritpal Singh." The hunt for this Khalistani terrorist is continuing. He's released at least 2 videos from hiding, done a social media live, and put out an audio clip where Amritpal claimed he was running out of food. Despite a massive statewide manhunt, numerous CCTV footages, and top agencies on his trail, why is Amritpal Singh still a free man? What explains the inability of India's security paraphernalia to hunt this man down?
Nearly 2 weeks of manhunt for Khalistani separatist Amritpal Singh is yet to yield any result. Punjab Police has nabbed Amritpal's key aide and driver Joga Singh, who had fled with Amritpal from Sonewal near Ludhiana. The two were accompanied by another close associate and Khalistani separatist Papalpreet, who's still absconding. All three were reportedly in Hoshiarpur recently. Sources close to the investigation say Amritpal had allegedly asked Joga to keep running with his mobile phone on to mislead the police. The police were reportedly tracking Joga's mobile phone to zero in on Amritpal's location. The police on Thursday used a drone over a village in Hoshiarpur as they searched for the elusive Amritpal. The security personnel in and around the village were also checking vehicles to try and find the radical preacher. Security has been tightened across Punjab ahead of Baisakhi, with door-to-door search operations on in the Hoshiarpur district.
वो पेश होना चाहता कहीं भी, पूरे पंजाब में कहीं भी पेश होना चाहता तो हो जाए। पुलिस लॉ के मुताबिक काम करेगी। लॉ के ऊपर कोई नहीं काम आज करता, उसको किसी डरने की जरूरत नहीं। आराम से पुलिस के साथ पेश हो जाए। तो हम पहले भी हमने उनके साथी जो पकड़े हुए हैं, तो ठीक है, जो लॉ के मुताबिक कार्रवाई बंदी वही की है, तो इसको भी पेश हो जाना चाहिए।
जसदर साहब ने एक सद्दा दिता सी मीटिंग करके।
The separatist leader has released a new video on YouTube claiming he will soon appear in front of the world.
मैं जी अज बाहर है, सतगुरु सच्चे पातशाह ने जी मैंने बाहर रखा है इस घेरे तो ਤੇ ਉਹਦਾ ਅਰਥ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਾਥੀਆਂ ਲਈ, ਕੌਮ ਦੇ ਨੌਜਵਾਨਾਂ ਲਈ ਤੇ ਕੌਮ ਦੇ ਹਿੱਤਾਂ ਲਈ ਕੁਝ ਕਰ ਸਕਾਂ ਤੇ ਛੇਤੀ ਹੀ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰਗਟ ਹੋਵਾਂਗੇ ਔਰ ਇਹ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਵਿਚਰਾਂਗੇ। ਇਦਾਂ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ। ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਚੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਹਿਣਗੇ ਮੁਲਕ ਛੱਡ ਜਾ ਜੀ, ਮੁਲਕ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਚਲਾ ਗਿਆ, ਉਹ ਹੁਣ ਬਾਹਰੋਂ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਦੇਊਗਾ। ਇਦਾਂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ।
Earlier, the police had recovered a toy drone near Amritpal's village, located on the outskirts of Amritsar. The police have also released wanted posters seeking information that could lead to the arrest of Amritpal. Since the crackdown started on the 18th of March, Amritpal Singh has dodged the police at every turn. The Varis Punjab Day chief has been playing a game of hide and seek with the police since escaping from his hometown, Jallupur Kheda.
The big question is when Amritpal Singh will surrender before the Punjab Police. Is he going to surrender anytime at any of the 6 shrines, including the Darbar Sahib here at Amritsar? Meanwhile, the police has deployed various teams in and around these famous 6 shrines to nab Amritpal even before he enters these 6 shrines. With camera person Aman Gupta, this is Manjeet Sehgal in Amritsar for India Today.
The fugitive Amritpal Singh has earned the nickname of Bhindranwale 2.0. Is he really the 21st century version of the Sikh militant? We decode how he compares and contrasts with Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale. Harmeet Shah Singh with this report.
Traditional robes, rounded turbans, armed guards. The fugitive Khalistani ideologue Amritpal Singh earned the nickname Bhindranwale 2.0 with the same swiftness with which he appeared in the Sikh religious domain in the second half of last year.
Apart from their similar looks and bodyguards, little ties Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale and Amritpal Singh together. Bhindranwale was the product of a complex religious and political process, while Amritpal Singh's sudden emergence is more of a spectacle.
Born in 1947, Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale had religious roots. Well versed with the primary and secondary Sikh religious texts and doctrine, Bhindranwale rose to become the head of a popular seminary in the 1970s. The 30-year-old Amritpal Singh's background stands in sharp contrast. A fancy haircut, a transport business in Dubai, and a lifestyle not restrained by the basic codes of the Sikh faith. Amritpal Singh was anything but an orthodox Sikh till his formal initiation into Sikhism proper last year. Bhindranwale was no surprise apparition in Punjab. Recorded history shows that Sanjay Gandhi, the ambitious son of Indira Gandhi, on the advice of former Punjab Chief Minister Gyani Zail Singh, handpicked Bhindranwale to undermine the traditional Akali leadership. This because the Akalis had given the Congress severe headaches with their unrelenting protests during the emergency. 4 of Bhindranwale candidates won SGPC elections. And according to recorded history, Bhindranwale campaigned for at least 3 Congress candidates in the 1980 general election. Fast forward to 2022, Amritpal Singh went through no such political mechanism. In fact, mainstream political parties came down heavily upon the Khalistani proponent when the Ajnala mayhem broke out in Punjab last month.
मैं दिल्ली रह के आया 10 दिन मैनू भी उत्थे पूछा गया ਇੱਥੇ भी ਨਿਤ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬਾਹਰੋਂ ਅਖਬਾਰਾਂ ਵਾਲੇ ਪ੍ਰੇਮੀ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਸੰਤ ਜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਖਾਲਸਤਾਨ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਮੈਂ ਭਾਈ ਨਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਵਿਰੋਧਤਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਨਾ ਜੇ ਹਮਾਇਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਚੁੱਪ ਹੈ ਹਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਨਿਸ਼ਚੈਵਾਚਕ ਹੈ ਜੇ ਐਰ ਕਿ ਹਿੰਦੁਸਤਾਨ ਦੀ ਰਾਣੀ ਨੇ ਦੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਤੇ ਲੈ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਲਵਾਂਗੇ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ਾਂ ਦੇ ਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਾਪ
In his speeches now available on YouTube, Bhindranwale could be heard taking a guarded stance on Khalistan. He mostly targeted the Congress and then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi after he fell out with them in the early 80s.
ਅਮਿਤ ਸ਼ਾਹ ਪੂਰੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਕੌਮ ਨੂੰ ਧਮਕੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਪਏ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਮੂਵਮੈਂਟ ਨੂੰ ਕੁਚਲ ਦਿਆਂਗੇ ਇੱਕ ਪਾਸੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਡੈਮੋਕ੍ਰੇਸੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਅਧਿਕਾਰ ਹੈ ਜੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਅਧਿਕਾਰ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਕੁਚਲਣ ਦੀ ਹਿੰਦੂ ਰਾਸ਼ਟਰ ਨੂੰ ਕੁਚਲਣ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੇ ਅਮਿਤ ਸ਼ਾਹ ਉਹ ਹੋਰ ਦੂਜੀਆਂ ਧਿਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਨਕਲਾਬ ਜਿੰਦਾਬਾਦ ਨੂੰ ਕੁਚਲਣ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੇ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਮੂਵਮੈਂਟ ਨੂੰ ਪੀਸਫੁਲ ਮੂਵਮੈਂਟ ਨੂੰ ਕੁਚਲਣ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਅਰਥ ਸਿੱਧਾ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਇਸ ਦੇਸ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੁਲਾਮ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਪ੍ਰਤੱਖ ਹੋ ਚੁੱਕੀ ਹੈ
Amritpal, on the other hand, took no such caution. He speaks about Khalistan and has justified the demand for a separate Sikh homeland in relation to the Hindu Rashtra narrative. The Akalis co-opted Bhindranwale in 1982 when they launched a morcha over centre-state relations. Bhindranwale stayed in the sacred compound of the Golden Temple and moved to the Akal Takht, where he died during Operation Blue Star.
The situation this time is constantly changing. Amritpal Singh's video message from his hiding place was clearly political, aiming to criticize Punjab's Aam Aadmi Party government. The Jathedar of the Akal Takht, the highest seat of the Sikh temporal authority, also expressed his dissatisfaction with the state government's handling of the issue. Sikh intellectual circles are, however, concerned that religious sentiments should not be used to settle political scores. Harmeet Shah Singh for India Today.
Is Amritpal Singh trying to find some way of sneaking into the Golden Temple? Is that really his endgame? We've already seen the Akal Takht come out in support of Bhindranwale's supporters, sympathizers, the youth who were arrested. They've not been anti-Amritpal Singh. We remember what happened during the time of Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale when he was holed up inside the Akal Takht. If it's been 14 days, why can't we find this man? It's not as if he has the might of the intelligence establishment on his side. He's running. We have the Punjab Police, the NIA, the Intelligence Bureau, all manner of agencies looking for him. He can be seen on CCTV. He can be seen in videos, in audios, but we can't find this man. Why? Why are our forces so incompetent? Joining us at this time is Harinder Singh Sikka. He is the author of Calling Sehmat, former Lieutenant Commander of the Indian Navy. We have Shashi Kant, former Director General of Police of Punjab. Anilesh Mahajan is Deputy Editor at India Today magazine. He's just written a piece on what's going on in Punjab. Arshdeep Singh Khadial joins us. He is a spokesperson of the Punjab Congress. I want to tell our viewers that both the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party decided they would not join this conversation. Harmeet Shah Singh joins us. He's a senior editor at India Today TV, our top expert in Punjab. You just saw Harmeet's report on Bhindranwale play out a moment before now. I want to go across to Shashi Kant as the former Director General of the Punjab Police. You've got the might of the Indian state, the might of the Punjab Police running after Amritpal Singh, and 14 days later, we still don't have this man. Is he a genius at hiding, or are our forces terribly incompetent, or do you think something else is going on? What's at play here?
Hello, yeah. Hello, you asking me?
I hear you well, Mr. Shashikant. Please go on. Why can't we find this guy?
Are you getting me? Are you getting me?
I hear you well, sir.
Okay, as far as the particular episode is concerned, this person is running around through left, right, and center, which clearly shows that this is sheer incompetence of Punjab Police and concerned agencies whosoever is trying to help them and guide them. More shocking, I think, is the kind of advice that has been propping up and coming in from various quarters. The latest being whatever I was listening to a video recording today, which Simranjeet Singh Man was suggesting they should cross over to Pakistan instead of going to Nepal or any other places. Besides that, let me tell you, there's so many things are going on. This guy, it appears, has got persons or hiding places in Pilibhit, Lakhimpur Kheri, Karnal, and all over Punjab, as also in Delhi. Shocking. And let me tell you one more shocking thing which isn't coming up in Punjab. Taking benefit of this kind of weird situation in which police is unable to capture him, a section of travel agents have started propagating that youth should apply, more and more youth should apply for the visa to various countries, and they should get themselves photographed holding a sword or a lathi or something, and later on go abroad and claim the diplomatic political asylum. Whatever is happening, whether it's arrest of impending arrest of this person Amritpal Singh, or the links which are coming up, including this particular thing which this section of travel agents trying to exploit, it all produces, it gives a grim picture of the situation that we have in Punjab. Thank you.
No, I'm not clear of what you're saying. Is this guy very good at hiding? Because if he's got this network, he's just come back from Dubai less than 2 years ago. He now somehow in this time has built, Deep Sandhu was running the Waris Punjabda originally. He's come in after Deep Sandhu died in a road accident. And in this time, whether it's in Hoshiarpur, whether it is in Kurukshetra, whether it is in Delhi, whether it is in different parts of Punjab, he's built enough of a network to be able to hide in these different places. Who is helping this man? And why can't our forces find him? Harinder Singh Sikka, what's happening I find deeply perplexing, because he's not some terrorist backed by the ISI and they've got sleeper cells everywhere. This is someone who was running a small firm in Dubai. He's just come back. He doesn't have some massive network trying to help him survive. Why don't we have this man yet?
Rahul, please appreciate that Punjab Police is pretty competent. Anybody saying that Punjab Police or Delhi Police or Mumbai Police is not competent, they are fooling themselves. It's the polity which is helping, it's the polity which is directing and giving all kinds of orders. It is not possible that if the polity wants to catch him and he will not be caught. Point number 2.
No, let me ask you a more direct question. No, one second. You're saying the Punjab Police is competent. I'm not buying that because they've got instructions to arrest him, catch him. In 14 days, they haven't. You're saying the politicians want to save him? Which politician wants to save him according to you?
Yes. Let me give it to you. Let me give you correct answers to this. Please take it on record. How is it that that Badals, when they were in power, whenever they were in power, Khalistan business would not come up, and the moment they would be off power, Khalistanis would come up. Likewise for Congress, and now AAP has been funded by Khalistanis in Canada. It's a known fact. Why will they catch this guy and shut their fundings?
No, because it makes them look like rank, incompetent handlers of the current situation. This is making Bhagwant Mann look like the weakest chief minister Punjab has had, and Punjab has had some incompetent chief ministers. It's making Mann look really silly.
He is. What are you talking? He's got orders from elsewhere, his bosses. They cannot afford to take on the Khalistanis. They will have a serious problem on their heads, or so they believe. They're not willing enough to take them on. I have something more serious to ask you. I would like to take you on a little analysis that we did. Out of 106 offhand I interviewed, personally, 1-to-1, students, otherwise, and 95 to 96 said that who the hell are they to decide that instead of Guru Nanak's picture in Gurudwaras, we should have Khalistanis?
Nobody, the majority of Punjab doesn't want that. They may be the odd radical extremist.
That revolt has begun.
Harmeet?
Odd radicals, but those odd radicals are controlling Mr. Kejriwal, and therefore the police has been told gently, politely, and very, very clearly, chase and leave him alone.
You are saying that this is a political conspiracy, and many people who are watching will wonder what's happening, because by himself, if the IB, NIA, Punjab Police were actually trying to catch him, seriously, it's very difficult for him to survive. He has the support of unknown, unseen elements. We're trying to establish, there is no evidence, but we're trying to understand from different perspectives who this could possibly be. Harmeet, is it conceivable in your view that the might of the Indian state is trying to catch this guy? We get CCTV pictures, we have his audio, video clips, but we can't find Amritpal Singh?
This Amritpal issue has exposed, of course, the administrative vulnerabilities of Punjab Police and investigating agencies. There's no doubt about it. But it has also exposed Amritpal Singh himself. And that's more important, 14 days have passed and he is running away from the law. And this is the man who has been demanding seize heads of the six to further his agenda, and he himself is running away from police, from investigating agencies. So I can see that...
No, but he's a bit of a folk hero, right? If he's able to run away and the Punjab Police and the IB can't catch him, then to his constituents he says, look at how cool I am, these guys can't get me.
No. It's not that easy that way. I mean, when you are demanding heads of the six and you are, proclaiming from the rooftop that I'll be at the forefront and I'll be, join the fight against the state if it ever happens. So, and he's running away from the law.
Is he trying to sneak into
himself?
Is he trying to sneak into Harmandir Sahib in Golden Temple, according to you?
I don't think so, because his last video message that we saw, again, it has exposed that he is a charlatan. He is in that message he's talking about Sarbat Khalsa Rahul.
and you don't
Explain to
call
our viewers what the Sarbat Khalsa
Okay,
is.
I'll explain it to our viewers. Sarbat Khalsa means the Sikh collective, and this tradition goes back to the period of Maharaja Ranjit Singh and even before, and it's not called, at the drop of the hat. It's a tradition where Sikhs would be called to discuss issues that affect the entire community. Now you have Sikhs spread out in 100 countries, and this man is recommending or suggesting to the Akal Takht Jathedar to call Sarbat Khalsa, that too on a Vaisakhi day, when there will be a huge.
What does he want them to call the Sarbat Khalsa for?
To discuss his issue and and extrapolate it to.
The Akal Takht seems to be sympathetic towards him.
I think that
or
after his video, I don't know what the situation right now is, but his suggestion that Sarbat Khalsa should be called, I think it has again undone him. This shows that he is religiously illiterate. He doesn't know what a Sikh religion is all about. He just throws huge terms, big terms, but he doesn't know what it all means. He doesn't have a clue about the Sikh tradition, and there lies his religious illiteracy. He doesn't know the background. He doesn't know the history proper. He doesn't know the doctrine. But
unlike Bhindranwale, who actually studied the religious scriptures, this guy was living the good life in Dubai till this time he decided to come back and don the robes of a Khalistani preacher. Anilesh Mahajan, your take on why we haven't been able to hunt him down? He's not that good at hiding. There is something seriously amiss with what we are seeing at this moment. What is it according to you?
Rahul, what I see is that it is a complete intelligence failure. It's a botched up, operation. From the day one, I never saw seriousness in the Punjab Police's efforts to nab him. Even today, if we look at the way Punjab Police is
no, but why is this just the Punjab Police's responsibility? All investigative agencies are involved in this hunt. It's not just the Punjab Police.
Rahul,
everyone's looking silly.
There are two types of intelligence which is required for such operation. One is ground intelligence, and second is the technical intelligence, like the access to his mobile phone, electronic gadgets and other things that NIA is providing. And secondly, about his financial transactions, his network, NIA has provided Punjab Police with all those details, along with IB. They are providing Punjab Police enough intelligence on the network he had, the people who were supporting him, all those addresses and other things. They came from NIA and IB. But Punjab Police's intelligence, which Shashikant ji used to head a decade back, he can give you more details about it. They should have provided that who all are with him, which all places he can go to. They should have done much more.
No, but what makes you think they haven't done it? That's just very basic, right? That's intelligence 101. It's not as if that's very complex. That's just how you start the probe.
Rahul, this is SOP of any police force to go to somebody's house to arrest. At the early hours, at the wee hours. Instead of doing that, Punjab Police decided to lay a trap, right? That is generally done to nab gangsters, hot terrorists, something like that, not to arrest a, religious preacher who is doing, these bits and pieces of Khalistan, propagations. They should have gone to his home. Secondly, if you have decided to lay a trap, then you should have sealed that district. Then you should have sealed the state borders. Then you should have sealed, all those nearby areas. They never did it. They went ahead and, tried to lay a hand on them. And according to Punjab Police, that guy flee. And
Ashdeep Khadial, what do you think is going on? You're in the Congress now. When the Congress was in power, we didn't really see the spectre of Khalistan, even though you guys were in part responsible for the Bhindranwale phenomena in the manner in which your leaders at the time helped him grow, but that's now in the past. Why do you think the Punjab Police and the investigative agencies haven't been able to hunt this guy down?
One, it's not Ashdeep, it's Ashpreet, Rahul. Second, I'd beg to differ on the part that we were responsible for what you mentioned. There was no responsibility at all whatsoever, the Congress party. However, coming to the main issue, there's a question that has not been answered by the state government and by the center government. Kindly do not interrupt. The state government and the center government both have not been able to answer this one very important question. Why did you wait for 3 long weeks when the Ajnala incident had taken place when 6 police personnel got injured, including an SP, what were you waiting for to initiate an action? If a little theft happens, in minutes, arrest happens. In a minute, they would put the person behind the lockup. And what were they waiting for in this very case? Number 2, it's been more than 14 days since they initiated raid. Now, the problem here is that, they suspended the internet. They imposed Section 144 also. Security was also beefed up. Checking was also beefed up. The manhunt is also on. Despite that, they have not been able to arrest the person. Now, there's one very simple reason behind that. A lack of political will on the part of Aam Aadmi Party and on the part of the Bharatiya Janata Party. They were just waiting for it. And number 3, the Honorable High Court has categorically said that it's a massive intelligence failure despite 80,000 police personnel being in Punjab. How could he escape the clause? And number 4, there have been 2 videos lately that have come. There have been photos, CCTV videos, audios coming out. Where is the intel? Why have they not been able to trace Amritpal? What else is required for intelligence? This is more than sufficient material.
Harmeet,
and last point. Punjab being a border state, sensitive state requires a very responsible government. This is not the first incident that has happened vis-a-vis law and order. There was a Janala issue before this, Amritpal issue, Patiala clash, Sidhu Moosewala's murder, Kabaddi players murder, Shiv Sena leaders murder, industries quitting Punjab because of unsafe, unsecure environment, then drugs issues, NDPS related crime, abduction, criminal intimidation, many more issues. Ever since this government of Aam Aadmi Party has come to Punjab, Punjab's law and order has been in shambles.
Okay, so Harmeet, do you want to quickly remind Ashpreet and our viewers about the role the Congress played in the rise of Bhindranwale? It's not relevant to this discussion, but since he says they had no role, just very quickly encapsulate the role his party and his leaders played. It's important to know that.
Yes, I think, they can read the history books. It's there in the books of Maktali, in the books of Kushwant Singh that he wrote, that Congress did play a role. In fact, the story that we just did today and it ran on our air, it says that, and we quoted those books, that he was called Sant Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale before he, became what he became. So Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale was handpicked by Sanjay Gandhi, was handpicked by Gyani Zail Singh.
Is there any evidence to that? Is there any cogent evidence to suggest that happened?
Sir, I would suggest you read the book of Maktali. It's clearly mentioned there, and there is a reference to Indira Gandhi's own interview in that book.
Not an evidence.
No, now you can reject it.
I could also say, please read a book. There are many more things suggested against many governments, BJP government.
So historians are wrong.
Would you buy that?
No. Mark Ali is not someone random out on the street who would write a book.
The problem is that all politicians are in denial, just in the manner in which Ashpreet is denying the role of the Congress in the rise of Bhindranwale, which for anybody who studied anything about Punjab is just a contemporary fact of history. This is not a charge that's being leveled, it's a fact of history which was later ruled by the Congress party in India, and the Sikh people paid with blood for the consequences of those mistakes.
See, the fact of the matter is...
Just one second, Harinder Singh Sikka, at this moment as well, politicians seem to be in denial about their role in acting swiftly against Amritpal. The fact that he could have been picked up weeks before this hunt began, when he was just floating around doing processions, he could have been picked up very easily at that time. Nobody showed any determination, and now he's making everyone look completely inept.
Rahul, I'll just take 1 minute before this gentleman from the Congress. I have to make this point clear to him. Harmandir Sahib was flooded with machine guns and rocket launchers and missile launchers. You think that all this went inside in the Harmandir Sahib without the knowledge of the government? Point number 2. Captain Amritpal Singh, his girlfriend was directly related to ISI, living inside the highest office and the residence of the chief minister. We were cocking a snook at us. No problems. What are they talking? They're talking out of their head because the Khalistani word was coined by them, and it has now come to haunt us. That's one point. Second thing, we must tell the masses, the public, that people are beginning to revolt against Khalistanis. The parents are beginning to revolt because they do not want the Khalistanis pictures donning the frameworks or the walls in gurdwaras where they go and pray, and not want to see guns hanging and goons shouting, Khalistan and this so and so forth. Point number 3, it is not difficult to catch these people. There's one very wonderful step that BJP or Modi government has taken. Whoever has raised the flag of Khalistani overseas, their visas or passports have been cancelled. This message has gone down the line. When I was interviewing people, talking to people in Punjab, even kids were aware that there are consequences to this, so they are becoming aware. But this awareness is not good enough yet. This has to go out. Like viral fever, it has to spread out amongst all. That Sikhs will not tolerate this nonsense.
Okay, investigators are saying that
Amritpal
is trying to delay his surrender. Security has been stepped up at the Golden Temple in Amritsar, but the Akal Takht says Amritpal will not be allowed to surrender. Akali Member of Parliament Simranjit Singh Mann from the Akali Amritsar faction has gone a step ahead, saying that Amritpal should be allowed to flee to Pakistan.
On, Khalistani leader Amritpal Singh still untraceable. During this period, CCTV footage from 10 locations and 2 video messages from the fugitive himself had surfaced. The police haven't gotten any breakthrough so far, and their failure is emboldening the so-called Khalistani leader.
ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਨੇ ਜੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਾਹਰ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਹੈ ਇਸ ਘੇਰੇ ਤੋਂ, ਤੇ ਉਹਦਾ ਅਰਥ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਾਥੀਆਂ ਲਈ, ਕੌਮ ਦੇ ਨੌਜਵਾਨਾਂ ਲਈ ਤੇ ਕੌਮ ਦੇ ਹਿੱਤਾਂ ਲਈ ਕੁਝ ਕਰ ਸਕਾਂ, ਤੇ ਛੇਤੀ ਹੀ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰਗਟ ਹੋਵਾਂਗੇ ਔਰ ਇਹ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਵਿਚਰਾਂਗੇ। ਇੱਦਾਂ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ। ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ 'ਚੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਹਿਣਗੇ ਮੁਲਕ ਛੱਡ ਜਾ ਜੀ, ਮੁਲਕ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਚਲਾ ਗਿਆ, ਉਹ ਹੁਣ ਬਾਹਰੋਂ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਦੇਊਗਾ। ਇੱਦਾਂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ।
What's more, Amritpal has been gaining support from a section of the political class. Lok Sabha MP and Shiromani Akali Dal Amritsar chief Simranjit Singh Mann has advised Amritpal to go to Pakistan.
ਆਪਾਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਗਏ 1984 ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ। ਇਹ ਜਾਇਜ਼ ਹੈ? ਇਹ ਜਾਇਜ਼ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ। ਜਦੋਂ ਬੰਦਾ ਇਹ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਖਤਰੇ 'ਚ ਹੋਵੇ ਤੇ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹਾ ਜ਼ੁਲਮ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੋਵੇ, ਫਿਰ ਸਿੱਖ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਜਾਇਜ਼ ਹੈ।
Earlier, the Shiromani Akali Dal had pledged to provide legal assistance to the arrested Khalistani supporters, branding them as misguided youth. Even the Congress had sought a softer approach to the so-called youngsters arrested for backing the Khalistani leader.
ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਫੜਨਾ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੱਢਤਾ, ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਫੜਨੇ ਸੀ ਵਿਚਾਰੇ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇਨੋਸੈਂਟ ਲੋਕ ਹੈ, ਵਿਅਕਤੀ, ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਸਾਥੀ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਪਾਲ ਦੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਗਤੀਆਂ ਵਿਧੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਾਮਲ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਰਹੇ, ਮੈਂ ਸਮਝਦਾ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਇਨੋਸੈਂਟ ਲੋਕ ਹੈ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵਿਚਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ, ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਜਿਹਨੇ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਸੁਣਾਤੀਆਂ, ਜਿਹਨੇ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਸੁਣਾਤੀ, ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਚੜ ਪਏ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਖਿਲਾਫ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਾਰਵਾਈ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ ਉਹਦੀ ਮੈਂ ਨਿੰਦਾ ਕਰਦਾ।
The BJP has hit out, warning against a return to the days of separatism and militancy.
इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं कि हमारी पंजाब पुलिस देश की बेहतरीन पुलिस है, लेकिन कमी कहां रह गई है, इस बात पर विचार करने की जरूरत है। कुछ लोग पंजाब को एक बार फिर 80 के दशक में ले जाना चाहते हैं, पंजाब में अलगाववादी सिर उठा रहे हैं।
In the backdrop of a prevailing law and order failure in the state, Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann's family has come under Khalistani threat. Chief Minister Mann's daughter Seerath Kaur Mann, who lives in the United States, was allegedly abused by pro-Khalistani elements over the phone.
In USA, the daughter of the Chief Minister of Punjab is getting threats from the Khalistani elements. With each and every passing day, the situation here in Punjab is getting way more complicated as well as dangerous, and the question remains that where exactly is Amritpal and whether the Punjab Police and the Punjab government will be able to solve it in time. With camera person Shagun Bhardwaj, I'm Akshay Dongre, Find It Today.
Now, Amritpal Singh will try and stretch this drama out till mid-April, which is when Baisakhi happens, and he'll want to be out. Will Shashikant, you think he be able to survive that long, or do you think it's only inevitable that sometime between now and the 13th of April that Amritpal Singh is actually caught?
It can certainly be caught. Like I said, that it is a failure of intelligence and of police. Police, I don't know why they are not doing the correct things.
What should they be doing? Tell us, if you were heading this operation, what should they do?
I'm telling you. He had been visiting various girlfriends, various deras, etc.
Now, how many girlfriends can he have? I'm reading these stories that he has 12 plus girlfriends, or he spent 12 nights with 12 different women. Is that true, or is that just like made up stuff?
Just listen to me. Just listen to me. There is a basic thing in intelligence called dump data. Wherever he had gone, including his native place, I fail to understand why Punjab Police and intelligence agencies have not been able to collect and decipher the dump data. If they had collected the entire, his network would have been exposed by now, and I think it was not at all difficult to nab. There has been, I think, negligence or callousness or whatever you call it. That's why I say there is a total failure of intelligence and of Punjab Police, as also central agencies whosoever is putting in their help therein. This is the easiest way to nab any person who is on the run wherever is going. Yeah, slightly tricky, slightly cumbersome, but this is the way we used to do it. We have been successful because of this particular technical gadget and information which is available to us, to the intelligence agencies. Why they have not done it? I fail to this thing. Thank you.
Anilesh, you buy this theory that he spent 11 nights with 11 different women, that he's got a girlfriend in every city? Some of this just sounds like an urban myth that keeps getting built around the man.
Yeah, it is. But, if you see his life prior to, converting or baptizing into a religious sect, he was a free-going man. And he himself admitted to us, when we interviewed him. So he was very candid enough to admit many of the things which were associated with him. That he was, party going, he was, familiar, and he was friendly with many of the girls. That he had admitted. And secondly, he was also admitting to many of the facts that he never read a single book. So, he is coming out as a Sikh preacher, but he never read a single book. That also showed us his character, that he was flamboyant, he was flashy, he never read, texts, but, he got himself committed to a Sikh cause. So many of the things which are coming out now, he had admitted in his past.
Harmeet, at the core of his message is that somehow people in Punjab want Khalistan, which is actually a bogus charge, because there may be the odd fringe element that wants a separate state of Punjab. It's definitely not the majority sentiment.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Sikhs cannot be separatists in the first place. You have Banda Singh Bahadur, you have Hari Singh Nalwa, you have Jassa Singh Aluwale, you have Jassa Singh Ramgarhia, you have Kartar Singh Saraba, Bhagat Singh. They fought for a cause. And this whole narrative about this Khalistan thing, I think, is an insult to all those sacrifices that these people made. So there is a small fringe, there is a far right, and every community in this world has a far right. So this and far right, as I mentioned before as well, they are very loud, they are very active on Facebook, they are very active on social media, so they get space. Unfortunately, this Khalistani narrative, if you see the farm agitation, Rahul, that just happened, except for one incident by Deep Sidhu, and the entire farm agitation was peaceful, and then the Prime Minister was generous enough, and he himself came up and withdrew the farm laws. So to say that Sikhs are separatists, I think, is an insult, and those people who say that we are separatists are again heaping humiliation on the entire Sikh history.
Mr. Sikka, do you think he'll be found in the next few days, hours, or are you suspecting that this will continue to drag on in the way that it has over the past 2 weeks?
See, first of all, it is not possible that SGPC doesn't know it where he is. SGPC gets orders from who? Badals. SGPC elections are long overdue. That's the separate part. It is quite also possible that he'll go over to Pakistan. What Simranjit Singh Mann is saying is he's right in his own perspective. When he was arrested during the Blue Star operation, he was tortured by Congress, and he's become a very hardened on his approach and attitude to life. So it's a different aspect of what Simranjit Singh Mann is saying, and from his point of view, he should go to Pakistan and not get tortured. Having said all this, it is still not difficult to arrest him, provided the polity is willing to put its weight behind, which polity is not willing to do. I'm afraid this situation will continue jigsaw puzzle. Eventually, he will get caught. But mind you, the Punjab network with Pakistanis are far too strong. 12,600 villages, all of them were drugged during whose watch? Badal's. Their network is pretty strong. If they want to slip off one person, they have enough routes open from both sides. So you think that he cannot be slipped off? By now he might already be there, for all you know. And then we have another problem, because he'll sit there and sing different song. This part of life has to be handled by Akal Takht and SGPC to tell the world that Khalistanis, they must be explained this. For example, Guru Gobind Singh Ji was born in where? Patna Sahib. If you make Khalistan, you will have to go and take visa for Patna Sahib. You know, Panch Pyaras which Guru Gobind Singh Ji made, they were Hindus, came from 5 different cities, including Karnataka, Gujarat, UP, and Lahore, and Haryana. Today you are in your ardas asking what? That you should be granted seva of Gurdwaras in Pakistan. Then tomorrow you will want to add Gurdwaras in Seesganj Gurdwara in Delhi and Hemkund Sahib, and it is not happening. Ask any sensible Sikh. And isn't Akal Takht aware of this or SGPC aware of it? But they will not even squeak till Badals tell them to. So it is the polity which has to decide, and that polity has to be forced to decide.
I think all of you have made important points. We've burnt our hands once with the polity of the day, propping up Bhindranwale in the way that he was. We cannot make the same mistake. Punjab has burnt, India has burnt. You have to bring this man in. He cannot be allowed to sneak into Pakistan or into Nepal, and most definitely cannot try and become a martyr by somehow entering the Golden Temple premises, wanting to sneak into the Akal Takht. This is completely inconceivable, and I call upon the Director General of Punjab Police, the Intelligence Bureau Director, to do their job. Forget the political pressure, do your job, bring this man in. He's dangerous, he's playing a dangerous game. India needs to see him arrested as quickly as is possible. Do not let this man get away. I am 100% certain if we try with the real might of the Indian state, he'll be caught in no time. Why aren't we trying hard enough? Why are we trying to score political points by trying to make others look weak and incompetent? This is a very, very, very dangerous game. Coming up on the other side, Ram Navami festivities turned violent across the country. More disturbing images of arson and stone pelting emerge. Details on the other side.
टाइमिंग की बात करते हैं तो बहुत सारे लोग टाइमिंग, किसी भी एक्शन को टाइमिंग से जोड़ते हैं कि ये फेयर था या नहीं फेयर था। जैसे मान लीजिए बीबीसी ने सरकार के खिलाफ कोई डॉक्यूमेंट्री दिखा दी तो कुछ हफ्तों के बाद उनके ऊपर आईटी की कार्रवाई हो गई।
नहीं, मैं तो डॉक्यूमेंट्री के टाइमिंग पर सवाल उठाता हूँ। ये पूरी घटना 2002 की है, चुनाव है 2024 में, आप 2023 में देखा, तो आप इसके टाइमिंग की क्यों बात नहीं कर रहे हो भाई? और जहां तक ये इनकम टैक्स के टाइमिंग की बात है, मैंने भी पूछा किसी को, ये 3 साल से इनके साथ कॉरेस्पॉन्डेंस हो रहा है। अब कोई अपने आप को कानून से ऊपर मानेगा तो कोई नहीं है कानून के ऊपर, सबने कानून के हिसाब से चलना पड़ेगा और आगे बढ़ना पड़ेगा।
Allu Arjun, who made a mark among the Hindi audiences with his impressive performance in Pushpa.